Mazz, what do you make of Jared Krabus' commentary there?
So I think that Alex Bregman is staying put at this trading deadline. I mean, I think he basically told you that. And that, honestly, that part doesn't surprise me because I think the Red Sox would be nuts to trade Alex Bregman at this point when, they tried to pitch signing him to a 3-year deal, even though it's a series of 1-year deals. They're willing to keep him here for 3 years. They're talking about winning. These young guys are, starting to develop in the major leagues, like all of that. Trading Alex Bregman for the Red Sox would be public relations suicide, and that is saying something.
Mazz, not just public relations suicide, but just such bad operation.
Oh,
I don't know how else to say it. Just
horrible.
Such bad decision making. I don't know what it took me. I don't know why it took me so long for it to occur to me, but it occurred to me at some point during yesterday's show. Non-starter. They can't.
No, they can't is right.
Could you look like bigger idiots if they turned around and traded him?
No, they would look colossally stupid, like one of the worst organizations ever.
And they would look that way because they would be.
Right, exactly.
I don't want to say this. I don't mean to portray this as just bad optics.
Right, it's not appearances.
It's not just appearances. That is bad. It's like I'm yelling at them for something they haven't done. But my God, to even consider it. Brought him here to help this team win. Now they're on the verge of the playoffs. So now you don't like the contract?
Right, and what, he's got a bad attitude too? Or you don't like the injury history, which you knew when you signed, and I'm just trying to come up with phantom explanations.
Yeah, what would be their rationale?
Correct. I don't think they have any rationale. Their rationale would be, we thought we could get something good for him who's cheaper and long-term. And that just does not fly. You would not be able to sell that. Murray, go.
Yeah, so did this start then with something I brought up yesterday with Scott Boras, who is Bregman's agent, and he sees a negotiating opportunity here post-Devers? Is this maybe where this all started?
How would he see that? But I don't think Boras just said that out of nowhere?
No, but I think Murray's onto something. I think Boras smells an opportunity when they trade Devers. They're, taking heat. And at the same time, he looks at it and says, well, now they need Bregman even for longer term than they did.
But don't you think it was born out of something, meaning they had already started talking or something?
My guess is they've discussed, they've tossed around ideas in the past. And when I say the past, it's not that long ago. They signed him late. So, but I think the idea of guaranteeing years was probably discussed at the beginning. We can always revisit it. We can guarantee the years and tack things on. And Boras saw an opportunity because the Red Sox, what he perceived as desperation. But remember, the Red Sox are willing to basically commit to 3 years and $120 million. They were willing to do that.
Because those are player options.
Right.
Yeah.
They're player options. But again, for a player like that, 3 years is not that long. In fact, it's kind of short. And if he opts out, they get to blame him and they're happy because they don't have to pay him. I think they're content with the way it is right now.
They should. I don't even know why it came up. Honestly, where did this? It just started because Boras said it out of nowhere?
Pretty much.
Why was he even asked? How'd that even come up? And how is this even a thing? The Sox obviously didn't shoot it down well enough because you got guys on MLB Network, former GMs. Was it Bowden?
Yeah, Bowden, right.
Who came out and said the Sox would trade him to Detroit, Milwaukee, Seattle if they can't get an extension. So there's something happening there.
So Jared alluded to this, and I mean, I lived it, so I think he's right.
I know what he said. I'm sorry to jump in, Mazz. Yes, I know Boras is at Anaheim games, and
exactly.
I know the Sox are in Anaheim. But it's more than that. What's Morosi's excuse, or Bowden's excuse?
Bowden can be a little loose,
meaning wrong.
Not wrong, but loose.
What does that mean?
Means it might not have come from the best source, or it might have come from just the Bowden side. It might not have come from the Red Sox side.
The Boras side.
Yeah, what did I say?
Bowden.
Oh, so it might have come from the Boras side. So don't underestimate or don't eliminate the possibility that this was just Boras bringing it up on his own while the Red Sox were in Los Angeles because there were Boston members of the media there, and he could get his message out.
I don't know. Again, my fault that I didn't consider this strongly enough or seriously enough to. 1 minute the owner is going to smoke a cigar in your face, say, "Look at me, look at what we got," and then a couple months later turn around and trade him because he doesn't like the contract. Could you be a bigger clown than that?
Yeah, honestly, if they traded Bregman, I'd be shocked. I would, and not in a good way.
And so is Carabas. He sort of laughs at the idea. So I just thought we'd start there because it's getting more real by the day how they're going to
Sure it is.
how they're going to connoiter this team. Look it up. I don't even know if that's the right word. But what they're going to do
How they're going to manage it.
and how they're going to manage this roster as they head into what should be a playoff run and a pennant chase. Because that's what I think is coming, I hope is coming, and that's how they should be managing it.
I mean, don't you think as of today, right now, 2:08 p.m., July 10th, that they are in a pennant race?
Yes.
So do I. I think they're in it. They're definitely in it. And again, independent of whom they've beaten. We can discuss that, whatever. But as of right now, they're in it.
Fake.
They're a .001 out of it. And Murray, I'm in the school of thought, believe it or not, that I think they're actually getting better. Now, they're going to beat
Against the garbage competition?
Yes.
I'm supposed to take something from that?
A little bit.
No.
I mean,
I
the
do
game.
think that there is a real chance that at the end of the season we're looking back and we've won more games than we otherwise would have.
Oh,
We
that
are-
comment again.
We are better because we beat the Nationals and the generationally terrible Colorado Rockies. Suck it, doubters.
Don't you think the roster's a little better, Murray?
I mean, no, I'm not taking anything out of these last two series.
I'm not asking that. Do you think the roster's a little better?
no.
I do.
They do.
It's the same thing.
No, they
Without
didn't, have,
Devers.
they didn't have Garrett Crochet last year.
Oh, okay. You're talking. I thought you meant like the lineup.
The roster,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
the team,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
personnel.
Yeah.
So can I give you two big ones? One's obvious. It's Devers. Okay. And I like Devers is bad, but the group has changed and they're getting production out of guys who wouldn't have otherwise played. In other words, Anthony's playing all the time and Anthony's playing well. Okay. So that's a factor. Here's another one that has sneaky improved the team. And that is the demotion of Christian Campbell. So I don't know whether you guys touched on this yesterday or not, but the Campbell absence has helped them all the way around. Their defense still isn't great, but it was better than it was when Campbell was here, and he was striking out as much as anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you got two strikeout guys out of the lineup. They're making more contact. They're getting production from the right side, and I'm not telling you it's great, but it's functional is what it is. And so if and when Campbell gets back to a representative level, do you want him here? Of course you do, yes. But as of right now, addition by subtraction, he effing sucked. The last 2 months, he sucked.
So that's been a difference. Cassis out, Campbell down, Devers. Okay, I know that doesn't on paper make you better, but Campbell and Cassis, I think, being out have been factors.
Yeah, I would say their play at first base with Casas gone has also improved. Their whole right side of the infield has improved with those two guys gone.
And I'm sure offensively, whatever numbers they're putting up at first base have to be better than what Cassis was giving him.
I think it's a given.
He was a complete zero. So but I'm just talking about Murray's point here. Like, why should I treat this team any differently than last year? And I want to say from 10,000 feet, the roster is better. Is it? I mean, so help me with that. I think the top of the rotation is they didn't have Crochet last year. I mean, you got to give me that.
Yeah, for sure.
They have an ace now where they didn't.
Do you like Chapman or do you like Kenley Jansen?
Kenley Jansen wasn't bad for them.
I'll take Chapman the way he is right now.
The way he is right now. Okay, certainly he had a better first half.
Yeah.
Than Jansen did. But I kind of put those guys in the same old guys who are past their due date, but if they, we know what they can be if they're all right. So I don't know. The Chapman production was better, but I think those players are a wash. Is the bullpen any better, Mazz? Is 2, 3, and 4 any better? I know Bayo's pitched better, Giolito's pitched better, but they're the same guy. I mean, they didn't have Giolito last year.
Right.
So, I mean, you tell me, is the pitching better?
I mean, I would say based on where we are right now, meaning Giolito's ERA now is in the low threes. He's been really good for about, a month? Maybe even a little bit more. And Bayo has been pretty good probably for the same stretch of time. Their starting pitching right now, I would say, is better than it was a year ago as overall, yes.
Statistically, can we prove that? What was their team ERA at the right now at the All-Star break last year? What is it now?
Take me a couple minutes,
Yeah.
but we can do it.
I mean, you tell me. What it was Tanner Houck last year was the big gun, right?
Correct.
I don't know. We all will take Garrett Crochet, and I guess Giolito and Bayo is kind of a leap of faith. You think I would assume, Murray, you think those guys are going to turn back into pumpkins.
Sure do. Yeah. I mean, this was Groundhog Day. They were 53 and 43 in the final wild card spot going into the All-Star break last year.
Yeah.
They had gone 10 and 3 going into the deadline.
I know. Different team, no?
He's
Not
right.
really.
It's
No.
not. It's not a different team.
No. Year in, year out, it's the same crap.
Okay.
I know show to do today, but for me and like these a-holes, talk to me on Labor Day. Like, I'm not believing any of this crap.
Good for you. I'm not arguing with you. Like I'm asking because I think when you looked at Houck's numbers last year,
He was terrific.
it was great.
He was in the All-Star game.
He was doing everything that Crochet's done. So, I'll take Crochet over Houck, but net, the production was the same. Have they been pitching better this year?
I would say of late, it feels to me like they have been more aggressive, Giolito in particular. Like more fastballs. Like
Pitching
more,
better than they were last year? Pitching better
stylistically, my answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're getting more of that.
So this year they are 16th in team ERA before the All-Star game. Last year before the All-Star game, they were 5th
Oh.
5th in all of baseball?
in ERA, yes.
No kidding.
Yep.
Wow.
That sounds real good.
They were
Top
better
five.
last year than they are right now.
And where did they finish, Jimmy?
81 and 81.
Oh, interesting.
See, these is why I ask the questions. We get answers. So you think this is just a mirage, right?
Fool's gold is what it is, yes. Fake. Well, guys.
He might be right.
He might be right. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to end. I haven't known how it's going to end any of these years. It's not like I'm, you're buying into this. No. I mean, yes, no. I don't know. I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to tell you what's going to happen. I'm telling you where they are.
Last year they finished 17th in ERA.
Okay, but at the All-Star break they were 5th.
I guess. According to Stu.
According to MLB.com/stats pre-All-Star game.
Hashtag I stand with Stu.
Hashtag I stand with me.
Post All-Star game, they were 25th. Yeah, they went into the tank.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm saying, and I said this all day yesterday, you were off. It's time for them to show some validation at the major league level.
Definitely.
They've been at this now for years and years and years. Not just asking us or their fans to hold on and wait, here we come, but their entire baseball operation. They are splintered throughout that building, Mazz. From the manager, from the front office, through the front office. They're not on the same page. And so they need, as an organization, Red Sox fans and media, the entire thing, it's time to make the playoffs. So they have to, whether I buy in or you buy in or not, if the playoffs started tonight, they are in a dead heat for the third wild card spot. I don't know what the tiebreaker is, but you could just say if they started tonight, you're in. So I think it's really important for them to get in and to play October baseball and, as they would say, proof of concept or just validation or show everyone, including themselves, that what they've been doing, at least some of it's right, and they're headed in the right direction. So am I buying in? I don't care. That's not the question. Is the team worth it? Should they be investing in the team? And the answer to me is categorically yes. And just circling back to that's why Alex Bregman can absolutely under no circumstances be traded unless you've got Skeens coming back, right? Unless you're bringing back Shohei Ohtani. I'm not trading Alex Bregman. Because you brought him here to do something. Now go do it. You're in position to do it.
I mean, look, it's a Thursday, okay? July 10th. All I'm telling you is that, and I know it's before the All-Star break, but do you sense that all of a sudden Tampa Bay's coming in here and people are saying, let me see what happens this weekend?
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, to Murray's point, though, we were probably doing the same thing last year.
Okay,
Yeah.
but again, and I would say last year at this time they had kind of earned that.
Okay, but that was last year's on the record. They're also this year. Okay, so now they called up Meyer. He's here. They've called up Anthony. He's here and he's hitting. They brought in not just Bregman, but Crochet and Chapman, specific veteran guys, some of whom have won at a high level, were here simply to push you over the threshold and go into the playoffs. You did not have those pieces last year.
Correct.
So whether you buy in or not, they're here. They did those things. Why would you stop now? They can't stop now.
No, they
In
can't
fact, they
stop.
should keep doing it, especially after they trade Devers.
I mean, on that one, to me, keep going forward. Full speed ahead.
I mean, seriously.
Full throttle.
And it's not just the timing, 4 years of this, and now it's time. They just traded their best player. So the stakes are higher. If they trade their best player for nothing in return and then fall off the map, boy, again, could you be bigger ass clowns than that?
Well, with them,
They
They'll
could.
find a way.
They could.
Yeah.